Why is wedding photography so expensive? Reason number one, the photographer has to pay for all his gear. Reason number two, you get what you pay for. If you want an experienced photographer that take wonderful photos, you're gonna have to pay that price. The third reason is because the photographer has to edit all them photos. So say for example, if a photographer there for 6 hours, that might be 18 hours worth of editing. The fourth reason is the photographer is running a business. He have to pay taxes. If he have employees, he have to make payroll. The fifth reason is travel fees. So usually weddings are not next door. They're usually all around the world. So if you're somewhere far away, guess what? The photographer have to travel to you, and he have to get compensated for paying for that plane ticket. Or if the photographer have to drive a long ways, he or she need to get compensated for their time and gas money. But hey, you always can go the cheaper route. But remember, you get what you pay for. So with a cheaper photographer, you're usually gonna get lack of experience. And 9 out of 10, their equipment is probably gonna be cheap as well. Let's look at this example of a photo. This is the same couple. One of these pictures is taken by a professional photographer, and the other one is taken by a not so professional photographer. Which one you think it is? Now it doesn't take a rocket science to know that probably with a cheaper photographer, you're gonna get bad images. You don't want a photographer who's gonna miss the first kiss. On top of that, a wedding photographer have to be more than a photographer. They have to be able to move people, organize people, pose people. You don't want no photographer who's not a good people person. Yes, a wedding photographer is expensive, but it is worth it. This is a once in a lifetime event. Do you want professional pictures, or do you want some, who took these type of pictures? So call a good photographer for your wedding, not no mediocre photographer. And you always can work out a payment plan with the photographer. What I noticed personally when I'm doing business, people will contact me like a week of before the wedding, or 5 days of before the wedding, and say, hey, we need a photographer. And then you give them the price and they're like, oh no, that's not in the budget. Well, you usually contact a photographer a year ahead of time, and then they can work a payment plan out with you. If they do that, and you have everything paid for by the wedding, and you get the good, beautiful photos that you deserve.